In fact, people get upset and they look at it as chauvinistic that Jews don't knock on doors and say, hey, why don't you convert? Now, we accept converts, of course. It's not easy to do. There are several members of my synagogue that are converts. But just to this very point, there are three reasons why conversion to Judaism is rare. I'm talking about Orthodox traditional Judaism. Historically, it was a suicide mission. Why would you, if you lived in Iran, Afghanistan, till the 40s when we were expelled, but why would you do that? Poland, Lithuania, you got it. It happened, but the chances of you dying, your actuary table just drops. You're not getting life insurance so quick. That's number one. Number two is it's a tremendous amount of law. It's a big leap. But number three, and I want to speak to those who take offense to this, that we don't knock on doors. Again, to stress, there's no law in the Torah that's repeated more often than loving the convert. Converts are held on a pedestal. That being said, we don't knock on doors because unlike many other faiths, we don't believe you have to be a Jew to get into heaven. We believe, like you just said, that everybody is made, in Hebrew it's called B'Tselem Elokim, in the image of God, which is, of course, a translation from the book of Genesis, first chapters. And that, of course, applies to all of God's children. So in fact, when other religions knock on doors, what they're really saying, and that's fine, that's their right, is until you accept this, you're not complete and you're going to go to hell. We don't believe that. We don't believe that at all. You could be, we have an expression, tzadikei umos ha'olam, the righteous among the nations. And you don't need to be Jewish to, what was the old, in the 70s, before my time, there used to be a commercial that for a rye bread, you don't have to be Jewish to enjoy whatever company's rye bread. You don't have to be Jewish to get into heaven, is our belief. That's why we don't push it on people. Because like you said, everybody's made in the image of God. Jews are given this special task, we believe, that's beyond, even though non-Jews, we believe, have their own tasks when we know what they are, certain laws that have to be kept. And it's a burden. It's a beautiful burden, but it's a burden. But we're obligated to believe, and we must not just speak it, that everybody's made in the image of God, and everybody has a responsibility. And so long as they're breathing air, God has a purpose for them.
Absolutely.